Again, this was not a security issue, but it harkens back to what has happened and what we're concerned about. Hackers stealing our information. And bottom line, is it safe to shop online or even not online at a store and to swipe that debit or credit card? How at risk are we? There's a new Consumer Reports article out there basically saying we are more vulnerable than we thought. Some numbers on this, Associated Press poll, 49% of Americans concerned about retailers' ability to keep info safe in a store. That's almost half. We keep shopping, though. 58% concerned about online purchases, 51% concerned about smartphone purchases. So let's hit those areas, and let's do it with Glenn Doreen, Consumer Reports lead electronics editor. First question, are we safe shopping or not? Or is it time to scoop out all the cash out of the bank accounts?
Well, the most important thing to realize, and I guess this is a little bit of a downer, is that there is no such thing as absolute security. You're never going to be completely safe, so what you really have to understand is where your risks lie and what your risks are. So the interesting thing about shopping in stores is that even though, yes, it's sort of beyond your control whether a hacker can access the systems of a Target or Michael's, that store was compromised this past year too, Neiman Marcus, so on. The good thing, though, for consumers is that if they're using a credit card, they have a liability of $50, and usually even the credit card issuers won't even hold them to that. Debit cards, however, can sometimes be a different story, and it depends on the issuer of your credit card. The overarching advice, though, is watch your statements closely, and if you ever get a notice from a retailer that they've had a breach, definitely take a very close look at your statements. Any weird activities that you see there, report them to your credit card agency and ask for a new card if you can. Okay.
Well, it sounds like it may come right out of our bank account, but it sounds like using the credit option is better than debit. You agree with that real quick?
That's true.
Agree with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Another thing, we have to use passwords, whether we're shopping online or even the 4-digit code if we're using a debit at a store. Is there ways we can make better passwords that are going to keep us safer?
Yeah, so the password is always is one of the choke points of security, and it's really like the lock on the door that prevents people from getting in through the door to all of your important information. Our advice is twofold. One, choose long, complex passwords. Generally, the longer the better. And you can find something that's sort of easy to remember as a core part of the password, and then add punctuation or special characters on either side. And also, if you ever hear that your password has been compromised, change it as fast as possible.
Got it. Hey, good stuff. Glenn Doreen, thanks again so much as we try and stay safe while we shop, because we're going to keep shopping. We know that. Glenn, appreciate it.